Hello and welcome to the Enlightening Nest channel. And today we are discussing about parenting, and it's all about parenting laws and responsibilities. Parenting can be at times be very good, but at times it can be very challenging. So it is the law of every parent to look at the gaps where maybe he or she did not fill the gaps to make or to bring up his or her child in a good physical, emotional, spiritual, cognitive environment. So, number one point, we shall go directly to the point. Number one, it's about provision of basic needs. It is the law of every parent to provide for the basic needs. The basic needs are food, clothing, safe water for drinking, shelter, and a good environment. When it comes to the provision of food, the parents need to provide for the good, balanced diet. The food must be enough, and not only be enough, it should be a well-balanced diet full of protein, vegetable, vitamins, and minerals for the child to have good health. So then shelter, it is the role of every parent to provide for the good shelter for every child. The place where the child lives should be safe for living and also should accommodate all the needs of the child. Then clothing, you should provide or buy the clothes that match the season. If it is summer season, let the child have summer clothes. If it is winter, if it is autumn and spring, let the child have the clothes that match the season. The clothes should be in good condition. They need not to be torn. When they are torn, they need to be sealed and mended and made well fit. They should be clean and be stored in a very good and dry place. Then safe water for drinking. Make sure you buy the water that is safe for drinking. If it is not there, you can boil. Boiling water makes the water to be safe, and it should also be stored in a clean environment. Safe environment, the child must be in a very safe environment, conducive, meeting all the needs of the child. So now parents will go to the point number 2. Point number 2 is about safe and secure environment. Yes, it is the role of every parent to make sure that the child is in a safe and secure environment, free from any form of harm. If the compound, it's always good, the parent is also a supervisor to check on the things that can harm the child. There are sometimes some sharp objects which, when the child is playing outside, can be harmed. Also the pits and holes, this one can make the child to have the develop fractures or maybe cause some accidents that can even lead to death. It is always good for parents to make sure and to inspect every place where the child is living. Also in the house, make sure that the cabinets where maybe like things like medicines are put, it is well locked for the child not to take the medicine. You know, the child keeps on experimenting everything that comes in his way. So it is always good for you as a parent to lock the cabinets. Maybe there are some sharp objects which can also hurt the child. Make sure the cabinets are locked. Also, provision of safe environment. Make sure the child is safe also physically and emotionally. Take care of the emotional needs of the child. Take care of the physical needs of the child. Then you take safety precautions. Yes, whenever maybe you are cooking, make sure the child is not near where you are cooking, because the child always learn to objects. It can also learn to things that you are cooking and can be burnt or scarred. Also, you collect any dangerous object that is around the home. Then, about safety, this point is very important. You know the caregiver of the child. Make sure you know the history of the person who is taking care. If it is the daycare, know whether the daycare is well registered, the teachers there or the caregivers are where they are all licensed to take care. They are trained to take care of the child. Everything, every detail that you need to know. If you have a housekeeper in the house, make sure you know the detail of the child. There are many cases where we have always been hearing of caregivers running away with the kids, and you never find them because you did not have proper identification of the caregiver. That is a point about the safety and secure environment. Also, make sure whenever the child is being picked by the bus, you know the person who is picking the bus, know the driver, understand the time that it comes and the time that the child is dropped. Make sure you have that information, and make sure you are the one as the caregiver. You are the one who is escorting your child outside. Don't leave the child to go out alone. Make sure you take care of the child. Whenever you send the child in the shops or somewhere, make sure you know about the safety and you train your child about safety ways, not taking the things from strangers, because they always use some things maybe to abduct the children, not to accept people who don't have good morals and manners. Now, we are going to top point number 3. It is about provision of emotional needs. For the child to have good self-confidence and self-esteem, the parent's law is to take care, the biggest law is to take care of the emotional needs. Make sure you attend the child whenever he or she needs your help. Maybe the child is crying. Get to know why the child is crying. Maybe the child is hurt by something, and maybe you are there as a parent or a caregiver, maybe watching. Don't watch the child cry. Make sure you attend. You see why the child is crying, and you will be able to attend to her needs, his or her needs very well. Then, about understanding the uniqueness of the child. Every child is unique. We are different. We are born different. We are individual. There is no way a parent will be comparing his child with another child from a different family. Or even if they come from the same family, each child is unique and has different ways of coping, different ways of doing things. They have different talents. All of them are unique. So we should stop comparing the child with another child. Don't compare. Let the child be the child. Let the child behave in a way he or she behaves. But whenever he's not doing the right thing, you are there to correct the child as a parent. Then you encourage your child. This is where some of us parents we fail. It's always good. These children learn through experimenting, demonstrating things. They need your attention. So it is always good for you as a parent, when you see your child is doing something new, encourage that child to do that. Always encourage and encourage. And the child will raise his confidence and also his self-esteem. He will be always open to doing different things in the environment or in the home or even in the school. So encourage the child. Then you acknowledge your child's achievement. This is a very, very, very good point. Whenever you see as a parent or a caregiver, a slight improvement in your child, make sure you encourage that child. Yes, even if it is a hug, it's a praise, it's maybe a gift, buying a gift. Always encourage that child to do more. This one, you will be able to raise a very confident child, a very good child who will be even taking risks and also be ready to do things that maybe even more, that are more challenging. Yes. Then you praise and recognize. That one we have talked about. Also, in understanding your child, also you encourage proper behavior. Yes, whenever the child is doing a good thing. But as parents, let us note this. Children always learn from us. We should always be good role models for the children to emulate the good behaviors from us and the environment that is around us. So if we are not doing the right thing, if we are not being disciplined as parents or and caregivers, how do we expect our children to be disciplined? We should always start from ourselves, then the child will copy, because the child always learns from imitation and attention. He is always very attentive to learn things from the parents. And because of the trust that the child has in the caregiver, he believes everything that you as a parent and a caregiver does is right. So always be ready to do the right thing. Then you set realistic, age-appropriate expectations. You set age-appropriate expectations. Do not set very high standard goals that the child cannot achieve, that are above his or her level. So always take care of the age whenever you are setting goals of the child. Then you teach your child anything that the child does wrong, or maybe the misbehavior that he has done. Let it be a teaching lesson, not a criticism session, because that is where parents as we fail, because we always like criticizing things. Let it be teaching. Any mistake the child learns, the child learns from trial and error. So any mistake the child does, let it be a teaching lesson. Yeah. So we shall go to the other point. Point number 5 is about teaching your child moral and values. Morality is about differentiating between right and wrong. Let the child know and understand the rules and regulations of the home. This is what our home rules are. This is what we do, and this is not what we do. And when you set such standards, the child will always be ready to learn and to follow the rules and regulations. Then, about the values. Values are very important for a child. And these are the things that maybe we might think they are very small for the child to understand, but they are very important. Number 1 of the values is about honesty. There are parents and caregivers who don't know how to talk the truth. They are always lying. And imagine this behavior of lying, the child will continue with it, will learn it directly from your home, directly from you as a caregiver. And these behaviors of lying, they are the ones that maybe you hear that the child has become a thief because he has already learned it from home. So learn to talk the truth as a parent and a caregiver, and the child will learn that behavior, will copy it from you, and the child will be a very good child when he grows up. Then the other point about values is about responsibility. Yes, the child has to be responsible. Teach the child how to do the home chores. Always give age-appropriate chores in the home. This is what you are supposed to do, and this is what the other child or sibling, if you have, is supposed to do. Let the child be responsible. If you have taken the toys from the place where they are kept, make sure after you pray, you return the toys. That is about responsibility. After doing the homework, make sure you clear the table and you put the books in the right place. After maybe eating, we are supposed to clear the table and put the utensils in the sink or the place where it's supposed to be put. Responsibility. Then, compassion. Let the child know the act of compassion. Let the child have empathy about other people. Let the child feel about other people's feelings. Let the child know how to share. Do not bring up a self-centered child, because after all in life, he will not be living alone. He will be living with people. Let the child know how to relate with other people and how to share with other people whatever he has. But also teach him or her to love himself, because there are those children who can give everything that they have to the other people, leaving himself with nothing. So teach also how to love himself. Then patience. This is a very good value which people, and most people, even adult people, they do not have. You find that maybe when we want something, you just want it to be done there and there. Patience is a very good value. Let the child know the act of waiting. Everything should not be provided at the time of need. Some things you should wait as the parent maybe prepares. So patience is a very good value. Then generosity. Generosity is there. That one we have already talked about. Compassion. Then forgiveness. Yes. There is no child who is an angel. Even you yourself, you cannot be an angel. It is always good to teach your child to forgive others. Forgive themselves and forgive others. Because every time maybe when they are praying, when they are doing things, they will be doing mistakes. They will be doing wrong things to the other people. Let the child know and learn how to forgive others. Yes. So, the other point is about developing mutual respect. It is your role as a parent to develop mutual respect to your child. The child also needs to be respected. Respect his or her decisions. Respect his opinions. Because as we said, every child is unique and different abled. So we have different abilities and different talents, and we are unique in everything. So it is your role as a parent. Don't criticize. You sit down and discuss that with your child. Respect him in a very good way. Then you respect his feelings. Yes, the child expresses himself differently. There is that child, when he or she is angered, he goes to sleep. That one you have to respect it. If it is the only way that he can cope with his feelings, you just let it be. But after he has come from the sleep, in a very good way, you discuss it. Tell him or her, going to sleep is not solving the problem, because it will add more problems to the act that maybe you have done. Discuss, negotiate, communicate with your child. Then, you respect the child's privacy. This one is very important. The child privacy is